Judge.
Fines. Donald Trump more than $350 million, bars him from running businesses in NY for 3 years. On Friday, Judge Arthur Engoron, presiding over a civil business fraud trial involving Donald Trump, issued a ruling requiring the former president, his sons, business associates, and their company to pay over $350 million in damages. Additionally, the judge temporarily restricted their ability to conduct business in New York. Specifically, the judgment prohibits Trump from holding officer or director positions in any New York corporation or legal entity, including his own Trump Organization, for a duration of 3 years. New York Attorney General Letitia James, whose office initiated the case, stated that including prejudgment interest, the total judgment exceeds $450 million. She emphasized that this amount will accumulate additional interest every day until the judgment is fully settled. In response to the ruling, New York Attorney General Letitia James issued a statement emphasizing accountability for Donald Trump's alleged deceit and fraud, stating that nobody is exempt from the law's reach. She hailed the decision as a significant triumph for justice and equality under the law. Additionally, the ruling imposes a 3-year prohibition on Trump and his company from seeking bank loans. Trump promptly announced plans to appeal, expressing confidence in overturning the judgment. During his first public address following the ruling, Trump criticized the decision, characterizing the $350 million penalty as excessive for what he deemed a flawless performance. He continued his previous attacks on the judge and the attorney general, labeling them as crooked and corrupt, respectively. Trump concluded his remarks without taking questions from reporters, speaking for approximately 6 minutes at Mar-a-Lago on Friday night. The judge's decision represents a significant setback for both Donald Trump's financial interests and public image, as he has long promoted himself as a successful businessman, a cornerstone of his political persona during his presidency and current campaign for a third White House term. This ruling adds to a series of legal challenges Trump is confronting, including 4 impending criminal trials, with the first scheduled to commence on March 25th. In addition to the financial penalties, Judge Engoron ordered the appointment of an independent monitor and the installation of an independent director of compliance for Trump's company. Further, Trump maintained that his financial statements were conservative and dismissed the Attorney General's allegations as politically motivated, labeling them a fraud on me. During the trial, Trump asserted that the case should never have been brought forward, and he expressed his belief that he should be entitled to damages. He made these remarks to reporters when he attended the closing arguments in the case on January 11th. The months-long civil trial featured testimony from Donald Trump and his eldest children. Trump's demeanor on the stand was confrontational, as he criticized Attorney General Letitia James as a hack and accused the judge of being extremely hostile. Throughout the trial, Trump repeatedly expressed dissatisfaction with Judge Engoron, prompting the judge to impose a partial gag order after Trump began targeting the judge's law clerk. Trump's complaints led to a surge of death threats against the clerk and Engoron. Trump was fined $15,000 for violating the order twice. During the trial, the Attorney General's office presented instances of alleged fraud, including Trump inflating the value of his properties. For example, Trump overstated the size and value of his triplex home in Trump Tower and included brand values to inflate the valuation of his golf courses, despite explicit statements that brand values were not included. One contentious issue was the valuation of Mar-a-Lago, Trump's Florida social club and residence. Trump's financial statements valued Mar-a-Lago significantly higher than its appraised market value by the Palm Beach County assessor. Furthermore, Trump misrepresented the property as a private residence to lower his tax burden, despite a legal agreement stipulating its use as a social club only. Trump insisted during the trial that Mar-a-Lago was worth much more than the appraised value, asserting it could be valued between $1 billion and $1.5 billion. In his ruling, Judge Engoron criticized Trump's credibility, noting that Trump often evaded questions and went off-topic during his testimony. The judge found Trump's responses lacking in directness and relevance, severely undermining his credibility as a witness.